Well, hello, hello.
Well, hello there.
We have Sherry and Michelle and Kathy here.
Hello,
Hello,
ladies.
ladies. How are you?
I'm trying to get to mine. I had it up here and then it went to sleep on me.
Oh, of course. I hate that when
I
things
know.
go to sleep, especially when it's a pattern.
Yes. Oh, that's so frustrating. And you have to put your password back in or your
Yeah,
code
and it
back
goes all the
in.
way back to the beginning, and then you have to find where you were again. It drives me insane.
What I hate most of all is when I'm working on a pattern from like somebody's blog and it
Yes.
has all the ads in it and then
Yeah.
the ads reload and
Yeah.
then like you got to re-scroll and remember where you were.
I
It's so
know. I'm
annoying.
telling you. I'm telling you. Well, this is one of my panels of my bag.
Of the
So
one we're making?
yeah.
Oh, you put it together.
Well, I have not. No, no, I
Oh,
have not. No, no. I've just got them laid out in order, which I have fussed with it and fussed with it and fussed with it to get it the way I like it. Isn't that weird? Instead of just randomly picking them up, I'm like, no, no.
well, I've been doing the same thing. I have been because I've been working on more of my puffy squares.
Uh-huh. The flower
So
ones.
I've been looking at what I have in the centers for each of them
Uh-huh.
and trying to
Uh-huh.
like make each one different. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Like
I haven't been random at all.
right. I didn't want too much dark peach next to each other, so I wanted these
Right.
away from each other. I
Yep.
have three with a lot of green. I wanted those away from each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I've messed with this order, and I think I like this order for this panel. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the flowers
Yep.
and four of the other ones.
That's what I'm doing as well.
So now I'm going to stack these up nice and neat like this.
In the order that you want them.
And remember, this is how they're going. Right.
Well, you could do that today. You could put together one of your panels.
I could. I thought about it too. I
Yeah.
really thought about constructing a panel. So I have one panel done, and then I have two of the squares like this.
Of the plain ones done.
Yeah. I'll
Nice.
need two of those and then 5 flowers.
Well,
Yeah.
I've got my five. I'm not doing as well as you. I got my five panel or my five panels done, and that was it.
Okay.
So I've got 5 flowers, 5 panels, and I'm just now starting. I figured today I would work on a flower
Gotcha.
since we're gonna be.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
mean, we're
that's
all through with
just good.
construction. Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked up the pattern for the flower ones and I thought, well, let's work on a flower one since we need more of those. And they're
Yeah.
more complicated than these. These are easy.
Except I could not find my 3.25 millimeter hook. I don't know what I in the world
Oh,
did
no.
with it. I know.
Hello, Jody.
Hi, Jody.
Yeah, so now that I'm on a whole new side here, now the world is my oyster. Well, except I have these two guys to consider, which
Yes.
this is just like a light purple. This is a light gray. Those are the main colors, but
You have a lot more color options than I do, the way that those
I
pinks
do.
came apart.
I
I'm
know I
wishing
do.
that I had more color options. And there's
One,
no
two.
reason why I couldn't reach back here and throw some more colors in.
Yeah, I have 10.
Yeah, and I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna throw some more colors in. Let's see
Well,
what I
is
can.
that counting your outer one too?
Yeah, that's counting my outer.
Okay, well, I have 11 with my outer color.
Yeah, I think I'm feeling like I need more colors. I don't. I feel like.
You're fine. I think you're fine.
Well, I'm gonna throw some more in. I'm right here in my yarn room.
Because if you look at, and I don't know how well these are going to show up in the camera. If you look at this one and this one and this one and this one,
Mm-hmm.
they're all purples.
Yeah, but they're all different. That's what I'm thinking. If I could throw some things in that were of a similar tone.
They are, but I think I'm finding when you put them in a square, you don't like really
Don't really
notice.
notice.
Yeah, like this square right here has two of those purples. It has this purple and it has this really light one.
What if I threw a little bit brighter of a green in? I feel like I'm just entirely
Oh,
too
you know
dark.
what? That bright green would be really pretty.
That, yeah, it kind of just pops a little bit.
That would be really, it's like my peach. Like the peach really stands out. This dark peach really
Yeah.
stands out. I think the mint, even
I
though
mean,
it's
I
pastel.
do have this green, which these kind of clash, but I wouldn't necessarily put them next to each other.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I try not to put these little purples next to each other at all.
Right. So I think I am going to throw this in. Let me see.
Yeah, I think that's a really pretty color. I think it would be really pretty in there.
What if I threw this
Oh,
blue
wow.
in?
Wow.
How do you think that would look with the rest of it?
I say try it.
I think so too.
I say try it.
Okay.
I think that would add some.
Okay, and then I've got one last pop of color I can throw in. What
Yeah,
if I threw no, too
I
bright?
don't. I think that one's too bright. That's
Yeah,
my.
I think so too.
The saffron is? What weight is the saffron?
It's a sport weight too.
It's sport weight.
Yeah.
You have
Okay,
a bunch
what
of it.
about
wow.
this blue?
Wow.
That's too bright, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful color, but it just doesn't
It is
go in this
maybe.
palette.
Yeah. Your others are more richer.
Yes.
Jewel tones.
Right. I also have this navy blue, but then I'm going right back to the dark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think you need any more dark. What did you do? Just make a huge order of like every color of saffron?
It looks like it, doesn't it? No,
Yeah,
actually. No, a lot of those are leftover from the blanket I made for the retreat for Lone Star last year. And then I also used it for the retreat blanket I made for Mingo last year. And then
I've never had any saffron. I'd like
and
to.
then I also am using it for the retreat blanket I'm making for Lone Star this year, which is where all the bright colors are coming in because the theme is Golden Girls. So it's all like those Miami colors.
Okay, got ya.
So that's why I got all that.
I have some of the drops. Muscat.
Yeah, you said you liked that.
And that's a finer weight than that.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So
try to do this green next.
So I think that's probably like a fingering weight. This one's a sport weight then.
Yeah, this is a sport weight.
And then they got something else. I don't know. I don't have a lot of the drop stuff other than that.
This is the only drops I've ever had, and I do like it. I mean, like I keep reordering it, so I must like it.
I just keep reordering it.
Well, it's just a good cotton. It's a nice soft cotton, and it's a good weight for my fancy blankets.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It shows detail well, I think, because it's 100% cotton.
Gotcha.
And and being a finer weight, it just shows the detail really well.
I gotcha.
The tail.
And see, I find myself wanting to do my centers with the small ball, the colors with small balls. Like I can only do centers with those.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do a center with this. I mean, I did right there. I can do a center with any of them, but I just find myself calling these out for centers for some reason. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I keep finding like I want to be like natural with my centers. So I want a yellow center or a white center or a green center like a real flower would be.
Yeah, I haven't done that. I have not done that.
That's just like where my head goes. You know what I mean?
Gray. I have a blue. I have a peachy, the light peach, a purple, and another purple. See, like I said, I've been using the small balls for centers.
It's so funny how different people think differently about things.
Yeah.
Hi, Kathy. Kathy's
And then I feel like I should use these bigger balls for the later rounds that use more yarn.
Yes. Yes. And Jennifer's here now too. Hi, Jennifer.
So anyhow. All right. Well, you know what you're doing, right?
I am doing a flower square. Yeah.
I'm going to do a flower square as well.
Oh, are you good? Are you just starting right from the beginning?
Yeah, I am.
So we should talk about the big news first.
Which news is that?
The big news around here is the weather.
Oh, well, yeah.
And actually, a lot of the Midwest had bad weather yesterday.
Yeah.
Wisconsin had tornadoes and
we had tornadoes.
Our entire state was affected by the horrific storms we had last night.
Yeah.
And it was all night too. And I have to tell you, I am 50 years old. And that storm last night, it was the most lightning that
Oh my
I have
God.
seen out of a storm in my
Yeah.
entire life. There were like 20-minute stretches where the sky was completely lit up, like
Yep.
constantly lit up.
Yep.
It was weird. It was
Yep.
so weird.
Yep. The whole
And
sky would just be like illuminated.
yeah, it was constant lightning. It was the
And
weirdest
it
thing.
lasted a long time
Yes,
after
it
the rain
did.
and the storm went through.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. When did it start for you? Because for me, it started, I want to say about 11, quarter after 11 is when the storm started.
Yeah, because we were up until like 1:30ish after the storm went through, because we lost our power.
Yeah.
And so after the storm went through, Dale had been able to get this generator. It's an older generator in one of his dealy tradey things, you know.
Yeah.
So he got out there and kicked that thing on, and then went to the gas station and got more gas for the evening. So we were up for a while he was getting all that hooked up, because really all we wanted hooked up was our sump pump.
Right. Well, yeah, that's important with the amount of rain we were getting.
Yeah.
We got so much rain that one of the main roads through town over by our post office was so badly flooded that cars were stalling in the road, and they had to get towed out.
Well, the main like country highway from here to Grand Ledge, which is north, was impassable.
Yeah.
Impassable because of downed trees and power lines, power poles. They were just snapped in the road. So, and then closer to me, like within just a couple of miles, well, they're both kind of close, but that's where the tornado was. And what it kind of did was it got both of those places at the same time. It came through the one road, and then as it was going east, it came across that main road, and that's when it did all the damage there. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I've only seen pictures, on Facebook and such. I haven't been out and about, but
I haven't been out and about either. I was supposed to have to go down to Royal Oak today for my little treatment, but I did not go because I had that surgery on Wednesday, and I'm still not feeling the greatest from that. So I canceled my appointment, but I'm glad I did, because I have a feeling I would have encountered some mess.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because I don't take the interstate the whole way, because there's construction on South 75. So I get rerouted onto the Dixie Highway for much of the trip.
Right.
So
fun, huh?
Fun. But I think, the whole state was affected by it. I know. And then my mom, my stepdad works second shift. So he goes to work at like 2 p.m. And I didn't know what time he was going to be getting home. And my mom lives way out in the country, like one of those houses that stands alone in a field, you know, that really can get affected by wind damage and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, oh my God, my mom's home all alone. I hope she's okay. And so I texted her, and she never texted back. So then I'm freaking out, and I couldn't very well jump in my car and go check on her.
Right.
And she never texted back. And finally I texted my sister. I'm like, have you heard from Mom? She's like, no, I haven't. I'll call her right now. She was fine. She was sleeping. She slept through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, us having no power and we had no internet, it was all weird. Communication was weird, or trying to check on the weather for alerts or whatnot was hard to do. So,
well, I know that like a while ago, when things like that would happen, like the cell communication would get so bogged down because of power outages and stuff, that even getting information on cell networks was difficult. But is it like that anymore? Or is cell service so powerful now that it's...
I was having a hard time. Like I couldn't get radar to come up on my phone.
Okay.
I just did the wrong thing. I'm just going from a whatever we're making popcorns to a cluster. Why? I don't know.
Oh, Judy says she's not crocheting anymore. She
I
switched
saw
back to
that.
cross stitch.
Hi, Brenda.
I've been stitching my little head off too, Judy.
So I picked up my little dogs and carried them downstairs.
Oh,
I, I tried
Madeline.
to convince the cats to come downstairs, and they did for a second.
Yeah.
But then, they were cats, and they're just like, they're bopping all over the place.
Right. Right. Well, I took Nate. We don't have a basement because we live in a floodplain. So I took Nate and I got him out of bed, and that was an ordeal in itself, trying to wake an almost 17-year-old out of a dead sleep.
Right.
And I told him we had to go we have a interior bathroom that doesn't have any windows or anything. So I said, Nate, we got to go in your bathtub, right? But, grab a pillow and a blanket. We got to go sit in your bathtub for a little while. He was not thrilled. And the dogs, let me tell you, Junebug didn't care. Junebug was sitting on the back couch looking out the window at the storm. Bo Duke, however, was a big baby. He would not leave our side. There were 3 of us in that bathtub, me, Nate, and the dog. And Bo
Where
Duke
was Jeff?
Oh, he never got up.
Okay.
I went to get him. I tried to get him. I'm like, Jeff, there's tornado warning. The sirens are going. I just got an alert. We're supposed to take shelter. There's been one spotted. And he's like, okay. All right. And he stayed right sleeping. And our bedroom is pure windows.
The weird thing that happened last night is not only did my phone, make the big noise and all that.
Yeah.
I got a phone call.
Really?
Dale got a phone call. Our phone's ringing from somewhere, and it was the
National Weather Service?
Yes. I've
That's
never had anybody call me.
That's nuts. Yeah, no, I've never had a phone call.
Isn't that interesting? We had phone calls. I was like, okay. Yeah, we lost a tree.
Oh, no, not a good one, I hope.
Well, so it's a tree that we planted years ago in a flower bed out by the road. And it was a weeping something.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of weeping whatever it was, but it was a weeping something.
Well, it's not weeping anymore. Now it's
bawling.
No,
because the weeping part of it died a long time ago.
Oh.
So what I've learned about this is that the weeping portion was grafted on top of a base of another type of a tree.
That's very interesting.
Yes. So the weeping part died, and then the tree, hi Emma, the actual tree, which we've come to learn is a hawthorn.
Okay.
That decided to grow out of the base, the trunk.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that they did that they grafted tree. I guess I did know that. We have an apple tree. We have 3 total apple trees on our property. 2 in the back, way back by the pond, and 1 up in the side yard. And the one in the side yard is actually a tree that's made of 5 different types of apple trees grafted together.
My sister has one.
It's very cool because you get 5 different, well, actually that's not true because usually only 3 out of the 5 types of apples come to fruition.
Yeah.
Each year, you know what I mean? But you get 3 to 4 different types of apples every year. It's very neat.
Yeah. So the grafted weeping thing died. The tree grew, the hawthorn grew, but it's never been good. You know what I mean? I think it weakened the whole tree base or whatnot.
Yeah.
Having this other thing grafted on it. So it's never been the best tree.
Right.
And it has major thorns on it. Hence, it's a hawthorn.
Hence its name, right?
Hawthorn, right? So, yeah, it toppled over into the flower bed and into the driveway. I did not realize it was really as big as it actually had gotten to be.
It's funny, yeah. We cut a lot of trees when we first bought this property, and it's weird the way they looked in the when they were standing versus when they were cut down, it was like,
Yeah.
wow, that was a huge tree.
Yeah. I was really surprised it's that big because I helped haul a part of it. Oh my God. Dale cut it. Okay. So, first of all, my biggest concern when I heard what tree it was that fell down was I've got lupines growing. I
Oh,
have
I love
I
lupines.
have tried for
I was
years.
gonna say lupines are tough to grow
They
too.
are. And I've tried for years to get a nice little patch of lupines and they always die.
Yup.
Well, I have got this beautiful, beautiful patch of lupines out there. And where
Nice.
is it? Right
Under the tree.
beside that tree,
Oh,
right
man.
beside the trunk. Hi, Mary Lou.
Hi, Mary Lou.
So my first thought was, please, please do not have fallen on my lupines.
Oh man, did it?
No,
Oh, good.
it
Thank
did not.
goodness.
And
Well, once those lupines.
my bird bath I got from a friend when my mom passed away
Uh-huh.
also sits right beside that tree. This thing fell
In the
right
right
beside
between.
the bird bath, right beside the lupines, across the whole flower bed. And the way that it landed, really just some of the branches landed on like my butterfly bush on the other side and things like that. Nothing out there was damaged. And I'm
That's
like,
perfect.
okay, that's great.
Good, good. Now, are you gonna plant a new? Is it the kind of flower bed that kind of needs that tree as an anchor piece to look at?
It needs something there.
Yeah. What do you think you're gonna replant there?
I have no idea. No
Okay.
clue.
Okay.
Anyhow, I hauled off. Dale went out and cut it with his chainsaw into a couple of pieces,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I thought, okay, well, he hauled off one big half of it over to the burn pile. I'll grab the other half and I'll haul that off.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was hard. Super, super hard. It was
Because of the thorns or because it was heavy?
heavy,
Oh, okay.
heavy. It was so heavy. I've dragged a lot of tree branches and brush around, but that thing, that was whoa.
It must have had a lot of water in it.
I
You
don't.
know
It
what I
was just.
mean?
I think it was just that big.
Oh, okay.
I think it was just that it was that big. So anyhow, it's over in the.
Did you guys have any hail? We had some hail up here.
I don't think we had any hail.
Yeah, we had some, it wasn't big hail. It was maybe dime size hail, but why do we always use coins to reference what size the hail is?
I don't know. I was watching the Weather Channel yesterday, I think, and they were talking about things like it's the size of a lemon, or it's a this, or it's a they were
Right.
like foods and the egg, and I'm like, okay, they're talking about foods as
That's interesting.
yeah, So here's the other thing now. Dale, look at no, Sherry, no, please, why?
Why? What?
He's like, look at Diamond Art Club.
It's got to be a pinson, right?
I don't know. Probably. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Right? It's been a while.
Hold on. Let's see what we've got going.
Let's see what she's talking about. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Yep.
Is it a pinson?
Yep.
What is it?
Oh, God. It's one I absolutely love.
Well, show me because I can't pull
there
it.
There it is.
Where? It's gorgeous.
Yep. It's one with the mountains, with the horses, with the sunflowers. Oh,
I love the sunflowers.
I know. When he showed this, I was just like, okay, I love that.
What is that one called?
Oh, what is it called? It is called Free to Roam. And I swear, is there lupines in here?
I'm not even a horse person, but I like that. That's very pretty.
No, I don't know what those flowers are. But there's so many pink and purple flowers and the sunflowers. Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Speaking of diamond paintings, can we talk about diamond paintings for a second?
Sure. I need a breather.
The goal with this craft room is, I know that it seems like it's taking me forever. Even once I got it took me forever to even get started. But once I got started, it's still taking me forever to put everything back because I want to do it right. Like, I want everything to be so stinking organized that I can't even stand it.
Right.
So in the past, I had this when, the budget canvases that you get, and they have the canvases rolled up with the drills inside.
Yeah.
Well, I had this brilliant idea in the beginning that I was going to store the drills and the canvases separately.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that,
That was not a
yeah,
good idea.
no. Well, my thinking was that way I could lay all the canvases flat, and by the time I wanted to work on them, if and when I ever wanted to work on them, they would be flattened, and I wouldn't have to, wait for them to flatten out, which sounded like a great idea at the time.
Uh-huh.
But it has proven to be quite frustrating when you're trying to find the drills.
Mm-hmm.
So Nate's girlfriend's mom is a diamond painter, and her little sister came over a couple weeks ago, and I let her little sister go through all of my budget diamond paintings and just pick out whatever she wanted. I let her pick out as many as she wanted. And I said, okay, I will go through and I will find all the drills for them, and I'll give them to you next time I see you. Well, Nate's going up there this weekend to visit.
Are they not close?
No, they live way up in Lewiston.
How do you meet this girl?
On his gaming thing.
Oh, so he couldn't find himself a nearby.
Well, that's what I keep telling him. Yeah, right?
Okay. All right.
I know. But she is a sweetheart. She's a very sweet girl, so I'm not gonna. It is what it is at this point. At least he's got his own wheels, and
right.
Because she's been coming down here to visit, and she doesn't drive yet. She's 16, but she doesn't have her license yet. So her mom's been bringing her down here to visit him. So it's his turn to make the drive. So he's going up there this weekend. So I needed to get those drills matched up with the paintings that she wanted. Well, what I didn't realize, okay, so drill packs, they come and they usually have, well, like this has this number, like like that, or they could come and they could have it on
the drills sometimes.
Right. Yeah, like see on the drill it says SZ876 and it matches the canvas, right?
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Well, what I didn't realize until well into this is that what they've been doing lately is they've been coming pre-bagged. The drills come pre-bagged, but they're not marked in any way what the painting it goes to is.
It's not even on that little sticker?
Nope, it's not on any. No, this little sticker just says 22.
Ah.
And here's another one.
Oh.
And another one and another. I have a whole bin of them here.
Wow.
That have nothing on them.
I don't have a bunch like that.
I have a bunch like this.
Holy crap.
A bunch and a bunch and a bunch and a bunch.
So all you can do at this point is find a pack that.
So what I had to do is I had to look at the picture, say, okay, it has 22 colors in it. And I had to pull out the drills and see, okay, is that 3314? Is that 728? Is that 3865? And match it up to the drill color on the canvas.
Did you start by looking at basic colors?
Yes. Yes. I
started by this has a lot of yellow and green. It might be.
Yes. Yes. And amazingly, I was able to match up about 10 of them that way, which I was shocked that I was able to do that. But I have about 5 more of the ones she picked out that I need to do that with. And then I've decided before I put everything back away, the ones I have left that are mine, I'm also going to put the drills with the canvases because there's no sense continuing on with that insanity.
Right.
So that's what I've been doing this week is I've been sitting at my craft table in here matching drills to canvases.
Oh, boy.
Which, talk about tedious.
Yeah.
Talk about
you gotta open up those drills and look at them and see how many colors there are.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yep. Talk about tedious. But I decided it's going to be like matching socks. When I get to the end, when I get to the end of it, whatever I have left over is going in the garbage. Like whatever's left is just, I mean, because they're all just my budget friendly canvases. You know what I mean? It's not like
Right.
I'm throwing away a
Right.
DSC or something.
So I had gone through all of my like special drill ones and organized
Yes.
them and stuff
Yep.
and made sure everything had drills. And I have an extra package of drills.
Interesting.
There must be a canvas somewhere that's missing them. There must be somewhere.
Hold on just one second. Hey, Nate, you need to get in the shower, bud. I want you to take a shower before you go. Get in the shower, okay? Just so you're all clean and fresh as a daisy, because you don't know what you're gonna be encountering.
Well, I just did this round wrong. I thought I was so smart that I knew what I was doing.
Oh man.
I know. You're supposed to put 2 on each of these.
Oh, you're there already? Wow, have I been talking with my hands again like I always do?
No, you're on that round where you're putting 2 in between each one.
Oh, I thought you meant 2. I thought you were at the
No.
Okay.
No, where you put 2 popcorny things in each space.
Chain space. Yeah.
I thought it was just 1 again, so I just went and got all crazy and did 1.
Oh man.
I don't
get very far.
halfway around, but I forgot I'm supposed to do 2. Oh well.
Oh, you're sorting too, Brenda? Brenda's doing the sorting business as well. It's a pain. It's a pain. And then I don't even want to think about getting into my crochet works in progresses because I've got yarn attached to projects and that's going to be an untangling nightmare. Just because it's been all thrown around out in my living room for so long while Sean says, clean that stanky crack, Nate.
I've seen Angie's pile, so I know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
You grab a ball of yarn and it's attached to a half a panel of sweater or a.
Mm-hmm. And I think I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to say if I don't have at least over 50% of the project done.
You're done with it?
I'm done with it, and I'm just going to put it away as fresh yarn because obviously, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just silly.
Now, how many of them are you going to not remember what they are?
That's the other problem is,
what were they?
What were they? Where did I find the pattern? What pattern was I working off of? Right. What size hook was I using?
Mm-hmm.
And I did buy, though, I ordered 2 notebooks, 2 crochet project logbooks.
To start like writing stuff down. And
yes, it's a crochet project logbook, and it has a space in there for what size hook you're using, what yarn you're using, what the pattern is, and where it's from.
Yeah.
So I can keep track of all of that stuff.
Yes.
So I'm telling you,
I need to write stuff down. Just remember what hook I was using, and I would like to write down where the pattern is.
Yep, exactly.
Is it something I have downloaded?
Yep.
Was it a YouTube video?
Yep.
Was it a Pinterest? Where is the pattern?
Where is the pattern? Exactly. That's exactly what I need. Because I find, I do a lot of patterns from people's blogs, from people's websites. Mm-hmm. And so what I have been, my current method of organization for that is I leave the tab open on my browser window on my iPad.
Yeah, but that's not foolproof.
That's what I was just going to say. That is not a foolproof method I have found.
Yeah.
So I need something a little bit more organized. And I'm telling you, even if it kills me, I am going to become organized.
There you go.
I'm determined.
Sometimes the Pinterest things go to a blog.
Right. Yes.
You find it on Pinterest, it will take you to someone's blog.
Oh, I've got something I want to show you. Hold on just one second. I have to take it out of the box. I've been putting stuff back into my craft room. And you're about the only person that will appreciate this. Let me get it out of the box. Hold on.
I'll tell you what, that flower that you just made is beautiful.
This one? Yeah, with the blues. It is very pretty, isn't it?
That's gorgeous. That's probably my favorite flower. Although I
Right,
do
Brenda,
like
we
that
will put it out.
green and white one. I like that one. And I'm not a green, but I like that one. But that blue one, that is gorgeous.
Okay, hold on. Let me get it out of here. This was a Christmas gift from my dad.
Looks like it's a light of some sort. Oh my
And
gosh.
it's got a light
Oh
bulb
my
coming out of his
gosh.
butt.
That is hilarious.
And you know what's funny is here's the remote that comes with it. It has all of these different. Here, let's turn him on. Oh, I gotta charge his battery, darn it. But you can do all these different colors of lights. You can make it do a strobe, a
Flash.
fade, a flash.
Good.
Isn't that silly?
That is crazy.
I know. And then it came with this.
What's the little chick for?
I don't know. It was in the box. Must have just been a little
It's
bonus.
it, or what's it do?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what he does. He's a cute little guy. Oh, yep, he's got a wind up on him. I think he's gonna either.
Oh, he walks and
I think so.
waddles around.
Let's see.
Oh,
Oh.
That's funny. That is funny.
That's cute. Stick him on a shelf or something. Okay, stop hopping, little bunny or little chickadoo.
That's hilarious.
But my problem with this is it has the big USB end, and I don't have anything that has this big USB to plug it in to charge it. So I gotta get one of those
little adapter, huh?
Yeah, I gotta get one of those little adapter things. But he'll be cute sitting up on my shelf.
So I don't know what's going on with Dale.
Why?
Well, he has woke up this morning with pain in his side.
With what? I'm sorry.
Pain in his side.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Is it appendicitis?
I don't know. I'm like, is it gas? What do you got going on here? You got poop? What's going on? I don't know. No idea.
Uh-oh. Mary Lou had to go. She said she had to batten everything down. That doesn't sound
she said
good.
storms are coming her way.
And where is she?
I'm not certain.
It's hard to keep track of everybody, isn't it?
I know.
Hard to keep track of where everybody is.
I did get a couple messages from a few people, though. Are you all right? Watch out. Be safe. Watch out for the storms. Blah, blah, blah. I'm
Yeah,
like,
so did I.
Yep. Okay.
We're not used to. Well, that's not true. We do have storms, but not like Kansas or anything.
You know what the weird thing is?
What?
Several years ago, there was a tornado that ripped through the countryside, tore down some houses, the cornfields were leveled, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
What?
This tornado
went in the same spot.
Went pretty much through the same spot.
That's crazy.
And it looks like this time, it literally the last time it was houses on the south side of the road. And this time it hit more on the north side of the road. I'm like, that's just crazy.
Hey, can you do me a quick favor?
Yeah.
I'm getting to my row where I'm going to start straightening out my ends. Could you give me a quick reminder? So do I do the 2 doubles and then 2 half doubles and then 2 singles, 2 half doubles?
I'm impressed that you're doing all that by memory so far.
I am.
I'm impressed. I mean, I'm getting ready to do it right now, so let me just.
Okay, I think that's what it is. We're just.
Look, I got wavy again, but.
And then are we doing a chain 1 in between them?
I'll tell you. Hang on, my phone went black.
Oh, jeez.
You know, my phone went black on me.
Caden's here. Hi, Caden. Well, I have been around. Where have you been?
All right. Let's see. Here we go.
Yeah, you're right, Brenda. Mindy's are way ahead of us with their sorting.
Join with your main color and then you chain 1 space. Chain 3, that's your first double. Do 2 double crochets in the same space. So you got 3 doubles in your first space, chain 1.
Okay, we are chaining 1. Okay.
3 half doubles in the next, chain 1. 3 singles in the next, chain 1. 3 singles, chain 1. 3 half doubles, chain 1. And then a corner.
Okay.
Which is 3 doubles, chain 2.
Right.
3 doubles.
Gotcha.
Got it?
Got it. I get it. Got it. Good.
Get it? Got it? Good? Okay.
Get it. Got it. Good. So
right.
Jeff and I have an interesting thing happening this weekend. We are a bachelor couple. We are, well, let's say a different way. We are empty nesters.
Like nobody's going to be there all weekend?
Yeah, no kids all weekend.
Is that never happened?
No, that's not in several years. Nate used to go spend Saturday nights with my in-laws, with his grandparents, but since he turned about probably 13, he hasn't done that.
Okay.
So it's been about 4 years since he's done that. And yeah, we've been raising kids for the last 30 years. So yeah, it's going to be, we got a fun weekend ahead of us.
Wow.
Yeah. We're going to go out to dinner tonight and we're going to take the Mustang out and, cause it's such a nice day, put the top down and go up to Bay City to Maddie's work for dinner. And then tomorrow are we still planning on doing our thing tomorrow?
I am. Are you?
Okay. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to come down and hang out with you tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, he's going to make us some steaks on the grill again.
Yum.
Yeah. Oh, what all do I need to bring? Can I just need to bring like a tray and a pen, right?
Sure.
Okay.
If you want your own tray and your own pen, yeah.
Okay. I do, because I like those chimpsy trays.
I know.
And then we'll have to chit chat after we're done here and decide what time you want. Do you want me to come to your house? Do you want me to meet you? What time? All of that happy stuff.
Yeah.
All the details.
Did I tell you? I did tell you about the thing that all of the creators are doing.
Yes, I think that sounds so exciting.
I know, right?
So exciting.
I've seen some people posting too.
Of course, it's the week before payday, so I'm not going to be able to.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to be more of a window shopper this trip.
Well, I got some money to spend. So.
Yeah, not me. Unless I can talk Jeff into,
floating you alone.
I might have to make some kind of deal, but
Well, you got all weekend.
Right. He'll have me doing laundry and dishes or something.
Or as Brenda says, kissy face.
Or kissy face. Caden's paycheck is late. Darn it.
Where do you work, Caden? What do you do?
Oh, Sean wants you to tell her what the creators are doing.
Oh, so the organizers of the Yarn Festival put out a inspiration photo. It's very like 70s mod is what I would call it. But they put out this inspiration photo and asked all the creators to use the photo to inspire them as they were creating something for the Yarn Festival. So, for example, yarn in the colors, And so at first, she was like, so we thought, it would be an interesting thing to do and see what everybody's take on it was and how different they would be. And I'm like, that is cool. And I've seen a couple of them. Do you work with people with disabilities? Oh, well, that is interesting.
So let me ask you this question, Mindy. Are we going to have to buy these patterns or are they going to be like available if you buy the yarn?
There's no patterns.
Oh, I
No,
thought
there's no
each.
patterns. No, it's
Oh,
just their product.
okay.
So like their yarn or project bag or whatever that's inspired by those colors.
Okay.
But the cool thing is, I think all of them are doing like some mini hanks in their inspiration color.
Gotcha.
So mini hanks are easy to collect because
Yes, they are.
price.
Yes. And if they're all going to be kind of complementary, you could put them, maybe we should have waited to do a bag because maybe it would have been nice to put them together and make a bag.
They might, yeah. But
maybe we'll have to make another bag.
We might. I'm making another bag right now. I'll show you in a minute. Are you on your second round?
Yes. Yes.
Is it exactly the same as the fourth round?
Except I'm not putting chain spaces.
2 doubles.
I did put chain spaces, but I'm going to go back and take it out, and I'm not going to put chain spaces.
Are you doing double crochets all the way around?
Doubles all the way around. Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't
3 in every space, and then there's no chains between your doubles
on the second round.
Right, just your chain 2s in your corner.
Yep.
Well,
this blue looks pretty with this purple. I'm glad I threw this blue in too.
I love that. I think it's gorgeous.
And it gives it just a nice little bright pop of color.
I have to finish my corner when I get back.
I put 3 in. I don't want 3. I only want 2. I am just messing up here.
What are you doing?
Because I'm putting 3 in the corners, but I'm only putting 2 in the other ones.
Oh, you are only putting 2 in. Is that what we did? It is what we did.
Oh yeah, Kaden always picked on me about.
Did you do 2 or 3 in your last round?
2. I only did 2.
I did 3, and I don't know why I did 3 because I only did 2.
I thought you were only doing 2 in your. I thought you were just reading me the directions.
I did 3. Why did I do 3? What is that going to do for? I'm going to finish it and see what it does.
Kaden, I did get a different diamond painting pen. In fact, I did a video and I mentioned you when I showed it. I don't think. Oh, here's the other hooks too that I was missing. Oh, good.
Look at the stuff you're finding. Wow.
Look at the stuff I'm finding. I don't think I have it in here with me. But I actually got 2 new pens. And I was like, Kaden will be happy because he always gets on me because of my ugly pen. And it is an ugly pen, but it's so damn comfortable.
No, I'm going to redo this because I don't want it to be different than the others. Although it's the other side of the bag. Why was I thinking I was doing 3 of each? Because I read the directions.
Oh, Kaden says he's got 4 new ones coming from a Knitted Ruler's Outpost.
I'm on a pen diet.
Are you on a pen diet? See, pens are something that I could use. But I'm going to be a lot more discerning than I have in the past about
pen diet.
I need to be, I've decided that what I really need to do is I want to find a beautiful blank and then I want to have it turned to my specifications.
Right.
Because I found that the ones that are just available on the spot, which for me, I've always gone that route because I want instant gratification. But I think I need to do it the other way. Actually, though, Jeff was looking at, I keep telling Jeff to buy me a lathe, and I want to make my own. And he just found a lathe on Marketplace. So I might be trying my hand at making my own.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Give it a try, right? What's the worst that could happen? I mess up and end up with something useless. I've got handfuls of useless pens.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Nate, you're not leaving till I'm done, are you? Okay, I need you to make sure you have snacks and a cooler of drinks.
Yeah, I'm going to Meyer.
For snacks? Yeah. Okay, pack a cooler with drinks. Make sure you pack water. Make sure you have your toothbrush, deodorant, a pillow, a blanket, just in case. I'm sorry, everybody. I thought he was going to wait until I was done, but he's too excited. He's got to get on the road. It's
What's
over a 2-hour drive.
What's he need all the snacks for? Is he a hungry boy? I mean,
Well, I just don't want he is a hungry boy. He's, almost 17. And so yes, he's a hungry boy. And you know how I just don't want him to feel uncomfortable at somebody else's house and end up hungry. Because that's a horrible feeling.
without something that he likes.
You're right. Or feel like, hey, can I get something to eat? You know what I mean? I want him to be able to have snacks to contribute to the family snack bucket. He'll share, of course, but I just don't want him to go hungry.
Gotcha.
He's super excited, though. This is his first big boy trip.
Are they doing anything special, or are they just hanging out?
They're just hanging out. I've become pretty good friends with her mom, so I will be in constant contact, and there's definitely good supervision there, so I'm not at all worried about that. So we don't need any grandbabies.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, I would love grandbabies, but not from him.
Right.
Maddie has been talking more and more about wanting to have kids.
Why is this totally not working out right? What in the heck? If my last round is wrong, I'm going to be really mad.
I wondered, Caden, when you said Passengers Lathe Works, I was like, I'm going to have to check that out. I've never heard of Passengers Lathe Works. But he meant Lass and Lathe.
You know what?
Yep, Deborah, we saw it. Deborah was letting you know that about the new Pinson. We saw it.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
So my whole thing is wrong, Andrew. My whole thing is wrong.
What do you mean your whole thing is wrong?
I cannot crochet and talk at the same time.
You crochet and talk every week.
Walk and chew gum or something,
But you do it every week.
But I make a lot of mistakes.
Okay.
No, I make a lot of mistakes when I'm trying to talk.
All right, done with one square.
Well, I'm taking out this whole square. So
and I think I'll go back and do another, grab my 4mm hook and go back. Actually, I'm going to grab my fancy 4mm. I like that one better.
And you know why I'm taking it all out? Because my very, very first round of puffs or popcorns or whatever these things are, I only have 9.
Oh, no. Well, that threw your whole thing off, didn't it?
It certainly did. Why do I only have 9? How did that even occur? Does that mean I only have 9 things in my first round?
And we are such overprotective parents. Jeff even took a couple hours off early to come home and make sure Nate got out okay.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, make sure he has air in his tires and his oil's good and he's got a full tank of gas.
Gotcha. Well. This was something.
Oops, I'm sorry that Junebug is barking. You know what is happening? Jeff's getting ready to leave the house with Nate to go get gas. And he has a baseball cap on, and Junebug does not like it when Jeff wears a baseball cap.
Oh.
Isn't that odd?
Well, Junebug.
Yeah, she's a weird dog.
Now if I could get this, where I join this together out would be great. So I can... And I cut my nails off yesterday.
I need to do that. Are you leaving? Let me give you a hug. Drive carefully, okay, and be a good boy. Be respectful. Have a good time. You didn't take a shower like I asked you to. Do you have deodorant and stuff? Oh, you're going swimming? Okay, have fun. Love you.
Bye, Nate.
He said bye, Mindy.
I cannot get this knot out with no fingernails. Like, seriously.
Yes.
It's not a knot. It's just where I tied off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right, Brenda. Be a good boy. He is a good boy. You know, I felt so good. Malia's mom texted me Happy Mother's Day last week, and I said that Nate had brought me home. She asked if I had had a good day, and I said, yep, Nate brought me home flowers all on his own. Like, his dad didn't do it or anything. He did it on his own. And she said something about, you have raised a very nice, respectful young man. And I thought, well, thank you. That's always nice to hear, you know?
Yeah. Well, I just wasted what? How long did I waste here? An hour?
An hour, yep. You've wasted an hour.
So let me start with my little pinwheel here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10. You're supposed to have 10.
But I have 9.
Oh, well, you screwed it up right from the very start.
I told you. I should be counting more often, right?
You should be, yes.
Should be counting. Why am I not counting?
Well, because you're talking, and it's a pain in the butt to talk and count.
Yep.
I didn't count either that whole last one, but I got lucky.
I should have.
It's Angie the Craftnado, Caden. You used to come to my lives. Not lately, though. Caden's been MIA.
I only see him here.
Well, Saturday night he probably has. He's a young man. He probably has way more fun things to do than hang around with us old ladies on a Saturday night.
What is more fun than hanging out with us? I mean, come on.
I thought you were going to say, speak for yourself. I'm not old.
No, I was like, what could be more fun than hanging out with us? I mean, come on.
I am definitely an old lady.
We are the life of the party.
That's right. We're the hostesses with the mostesses.
We're the only Saturday night gig in town anymore. There's nobody else.
Are we?
I think so. There's nobody else that goes live on Saturdays, just you and me. There used to be quite a few. There used to be me, you, Beth, Grace.
Oh yeah, and who somebody who else did
I only remember me.
Marco.
Oh, and there was somebody before me. Who was before me?
Yes, there was.
Somebody was before me. Who was that?
Oh, Caden said he worked 79 hours last week.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, that's good for you, Caden. It keeps you out of trouble.
10. I have 10. Now you know that none of this yarn I just tore out is going to be enough.
No, it's not. You're right.
To finish.
But you know what? You could probably save it and use it for...
No, I'm just going to add on and do it later. I'll just add on to this for...
I was going to say, because you could use it for your flat one. A flat square.
I'm just going to make it work.
Okay.
Trying to make a pen.
Okay, now I'm going back to a flat. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have you, because now that I've gone back to a puffy square, I need the instructions again for the flat square. So I'm going to have you just
briefly tell you the flat.
Briefly tell me the flat, because I'm looking at them, but I can't remember if I chained.
Which will mean I have to go grab the book real quick.
Well, we don't have to do it now. I'll just make another. I'll just make a round square.
Okay. I mean, I can go get.
Or a puffy square. I'll just make another puffy square.
Flower one.
Yeah. Yep. Now, are you using your connecting color anywhere else in the square, or just for connect? I'm not either. Okay.
Mm-mm. It's just my border.
So tomorrow when we go to this thing, are we going to different yarn shops, or are we going to a place like a market type place where
it is at the fairgrounds in a barn.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
So it's all in one place.
Oh, perfect. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Me too.
That's the best way to do
And there's
it.
40 some vendors.
Nice.
Yeah. It's not a huge one like that one we go to up north or anything, but it's a decent size.
Yeah.
And I've seen the list of vendors, and there's quite a few like yarn people that we recognize and we've
Oh,
seen
good.
before. So, like,
Are there any other yarn stores like that carry multiple brands? Or is
uh,
it just independent dyers mostly?
so you remember the yarn store in Perry?
Yes.
She's going to be there.
Oh, good.
I don't know what she's bringing because she has lots of product.
Yes, she does.
I don't know what she's planning on bringing, but yeah, so that's a yarn store that's going to be there.
Oh, good.
Pretty much, I think everybody else is
Like a dyer.
yeah, or a bag maker or a
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Did you get I think it was a text I sent you of the middle of the mitten?
No. When did you send that?
I sent it to you earlier. So it's info for middle of the mitten, which is coming up pretty quickly. I was really surprised. They have some new shops included in middle of the mitten.
Really?
Yeah, like
Nice.
I think it's probably much broader. I don't know how easy it will be to get to all of them in a day.
Well, maybe
There
you'll
was
have
like
to. Maybe you'll have to come and spend the night, and then we
I
can
think
work.
Gladwin.
Oh, Gladwin's not that far.
Let's see. I'll tell you who they are right now. Hang on, because I
Okay.
still have the picture. One moment, please. The picture, the photo, please. Okay, so a piece of you in Bay City.
Yep. We
Back
didn't like
alley.
that one.
Yep. Back Alley Fibers in Carroll.
Yep, we did. We went to that one. They had just moved, remember?
Yep. Dragonfly in Bay City.
Yep.
Get Crafty in Evart.
Where? Oh, Evart's way up north.
The Naughty Fun Farm Yarn. That's what I was just telling you about in Perry.
Okay, yep.
Michigan Fiber Shed. They're in Boyne City.
Ooh, that's far too.
I know. North Bay Fiber.
Oh, North Bay, that's in Pinconning.
Pinconning, yep.
Yep.
The one in Frankenmuth, which we don't like.
Yeah.
The Stitching Well in Bay City.
Yep.
Stranded in Midland. The Bird Nest in Cadillac.
Cadillac's not that far.
The Little Yarn Shop in Saginaw.
Yep.
Yarn for You in Gladwin.
Okay. Gladwin and Cadillac would be kind of the same ride, I think.
And Yarns to Go in Alpena.
I've always wanted to go to the one in Alpena. I've heard that it's a very nice shop. We've never made it up that far, but I've seen other people talk about that. That's a very nice shop.
So here's my question. There's a fiber festival. Where's this fiber festival? Is it up there?
It's in Petoskey. Remember, because I said we should spend the night?
Okay, that's where that's at. So that's not Alpena.
No, other side of the state.
Yeah, I'm like, my head just went, we're going up. I know it's up. That's all I could remember.
No,
it's
that's
up.
other side of the state. But here's what we should do for the middle of the mitten yarn crawl. You should talk Dale into this. We should do it on like a Friday and a Saturday, or we could do it any day. Really, we're both retired. What the hell am I talking about?
No, because they're a week long.
Yeah, you should come up. We'll do one day, and then we'll work on my craft room for the rest of the evening. You spend the night, and then the next morning we'll go to the up north ones.
Well, there you go. You got it all figured out.
I do. Yeah, we can make it a little getaway.
Yeah.
A staycation, if you will. I'll make Jeff grill for you.
I'm hearing some weird buzzing.
That's my air conditioner.
Okay. I'm like, is
I'm
it
so
me?
sorry.
No.
It's my furnace filter.
Okay.
Jeff bought these cheap furnace filters, and they like fold down and make like a really high vibration flapping sound.
Okay.
He's got to go get new ones.
I was just like, is this something with my computer? Is there something weird
No,
going on?
I know.
What is
when he put the air on yesterday, he changed the filter, for
that
the first time.
time you put the air on?
Yeah.
I know. Us too.
Yep.
It
was just
hot.
too humid yesterday.
It was crazy.
Yeah, too humid. And it's funny because then we're just going to have to go ahead and turn it right back off tomorrow because.
Why, is it going to get cold?
Yeah, it's only going to be, I think the high tomorrow is 67. And
no,
then,
that's not bad. But...
No, but it's not air conditioner weather.
Yeah. I hear there's more storms coming tonight too.
Oh, really?
Now, do I have 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hallelujah.
And then next week, it's highs in the 50s is all.
Really?
Yeah. That was as of last night when I was looking at the weather. I don't know. It might change.
That's honky-dory.
It is. Well, but with all this storm activity, I think that has a high probability of changing.
Just up and down and down and up and over and around. And you're not doing a magic circle, I know.
No.
But I am. And so...
I thought you weren't because they were puckering them in too much.
Well, I did a magic circle again.
And it worked out?
Well, it seemed to be okay.
Oh, okay.
But I have to sew in the end of my magic circle right now.
I'm using the wrong size hook.
Uh-oh.
Because gosh darn it.
We're just having a great time, aren't we?
Yeah.
But I need to sew in my end on my magic circle.
Mary Lou, you're funny.
I thought Mary Lou left.
No, she came back.
97 there yesterday? Holy crap.
I
just found out what mingling. I was talking to somebody about that the other day.
Yeah, I was too. When we came up with that name, Mindy, we didn't have any thought in the world that people wouldn't know what that meant.
Nope.
I mean, we really assumed everybody would know what that meant.
Yep. It was just like, what? Why? What do you mean? What does it mean?
Yeah. What is there not to understand about mingling the mitten?
Right. We're in the mitten and we're gonna go mingle. What?
Oh, that's funny.
I know. I still laugh at that. I still laugh at that.
And it's funny because, I mean, as it grows and continues on and more people learn about it, the questions are going to continue, but you're certainly not going to change the name at this point.
No.
So they're just going to have to.
People are just going to know. They're just going to know after.
They're just going to have to become educated.
Yep. After a short time, they will all know what mingle in the mitten means. Yep. I'm really going to like this square when it's done. It's going to be very pretty.
Sean said she had no clue either.
Who?
Sean.
When you signed up or now? I mean, now, don't you? Please tell me now.
That's so funny that it went over so many people's heads. Or that they didn't. I think it's just we assumed everybody in the country knew that Michigan was known as the Mitten State,
right? Mm-hmm.
Or was called, the Mitten.
Mm-hmm.
That we live in the Mitten.
Yeah.
I guess they don't.
I guess
we're not as cool as we think we are.
Or do they not know what it means to mingle? I don't know. Maybe it's the mingle part that's throwing them off.
Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, I was making phone calls yesterday.
Yes.
For next year.
Do we have dates?
Not yet. I've thrown out 2 dates. One is the last full weekend of April.
Okay.
And the other one is the end of April, beginning of May.
Okay.
So it's those 2 weeks we're playing with at this point.
Okay.
Mary Lou didn't get the mitten part.
Well, I guess us Michiganders think that we're cooler than we are, huh?
I guess.
Although we are pretty cool.
Yes, we are. If I do say so myself. Okay. How much longer? You want to stop that one and have me get the book for the other one?
Sure, that would be great if you would. I mean, if you're at a convenient stopping point.
I will be in a moment.
Okay, and I will do is I will write it down, so I don't have to keep rewatching our video. Because I don't know about you, but do you ever rewatch any of your videos?
No, not really.
No, I had to once because I needed to find where I had talked about a certain cross stitch project I had been working on.
Yeah.
And because I wanted to find out what fabric I was using, and I knew I had discussed it in that video. So I had to watch it back, and I have found that I hate listening to myself on playback.
I have done it to specifically for Crochet-A-Long because I'll forget like what hook I was using or something.
Right.
And so I go watch it for a few minutes until I see what I'm working on. I'm like, oh, okay, it's that color. I know what hook it is.
Yep.
Yep. But that's about it. Otherwise, I don't. Even when I'm editing my videos, I try not to watch it too much.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to hear me too much.
No, I don't want to hear myself.
No. Okay. Well, I'm that far now. Look, now I look like I got a little something with a funny hairdo.
But then I think to myself, okay, Angie, if you don't even want to listen to yourself, what makes you think that anybody else wants to listen to you?
What?
If you don't even want to listen to yourself, what makes you think that anybody else wants to listen to you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, for me, that's what I thought to myself.
I know. I think it's totally different. I mean, because we hear our voices in our head. We hear it coming out of our head, in our ears. And then when you listen to it coming at you from the outside, you sound different.
Yes.
Than you sound in your head.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, you don't sound like you're the same person. It's very weird.
Absolutely.
I challenge any of you to try it. Go ahead. Just record yourself a little bit and listen to yourself talk. And you'll see what I mean. It's very weird.
It also frustrates me because when I'm talking in general conversation, I do not say the word a lot, but I find that when I'm making a video, I do say the word quite a bit. And then it frustrates me, but then it makes me realize it. And then I feel like I say it even more because I'm trying not to say it. So I think it's better off if I just don't watch my videos.
All right. I have the book.
Okay, let me get where did I start that guy? Uh-oh, where's my little guy I started?
I really, really like that blue and green square.
I do too. I'm making this next one I'm making.
You got blue and white.
I got blue and white. I was going to put the green in on the next row.
It is very pretty.
Oh, here it is.
See, even Sean, she says, I find it disturbing.
Right? It is disturbing.
All right. So it's chain 5, which I have not been doing a chain 5. I've been doing a chain 4.
Yep. I always do a chain 4. I'm on the second round. I know the first round.
Okay.
The first round we do 8 doubles.
And you get 8. Yep. 8 with a 1 chain in between.
Yep.
Okay. Then in your space, chain 3, you make a corner.
Yep.
So it's 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles.
Yep.
Chain 1, 2 doubles in the next, chain 1, 2 double, chain 2, 2 double. Follow that?
Yep. I just wasn't sure if there was a chain 1 in there or not. So then
there's a chain 1 between your things and a chain 2 in your corner.
In the corners.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha. Do you want more info than that right now?
And then the next round of doubles, is there also round 3? Is there also a chain 1?
The next one, no.
Okay, that's where I was getting confused because I couldn't remember if there was a chain. It's just 2 doubles in each chain 1 space,
Yeah.
but
Doubles
no
in each. Yeah.
no chain space.
Yep. Exactly.
All right. Good. Got it.
Good. Got it. Got it. Good.
Get it. Got it. Good.
So I bought some of this yarn a while back.
What yarn?
I bought, this is Big Twist, right?
Yes.
And I bought a couple of these. I bought a couple in purple. I bought a couple in just more
What is that? What's the line? What's it? What's the?
okay, so it is, what do they call this? It's Big Twist Value. It's just Big Twist Value.
Well, what's the? I've never seen it in that kind of colors.
But it comes in like these variegated type
That's
colors.
beautiful.
And
I've never seen that.
a stripe. So this is interesting. I didn't know how this would turn out. So I'm making another bag, as I said.
Yes.
So here was my first little square I made.
Oh, that looks very pretty. I
Right?
like that.
Well, this is going to be one of those bags that you do this.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Do this. And then look at this one. Look at that one.
That's gorgeous.
It's hard. The colors are really weird now, but look at how different they are.
But I think that's gorgeous.
Look at how it's just kind of self-striping.
It's almost like ombre.
It's very cool.
It is very cool. I love Big Twist. I have tons of I use Big Twist a lot.
Yeah.
But I have never seen it in that kind of color pattern.
I have it in this pink. I have it in a purple. I have it in a pink, orange, yellow combination.
Ooh, I would love that.
I have it in rainbow.
All it says on the tag is Big Twist Value.
That is all it says.
What does it say for color?
A pink ombre.
Okay, so it does call it an ombre. Okay.
It does. Calls it pink ombre.
I have never seen that, and I've shopped a lot. I have a lot of Big Twist.
I'm glad I got what I did. I wish at this point I got like 2 of each color, thinking I'd make something a little bigger with it. But then I decided I wanted to try a bag, and I was like, let me go grab one of those Big Twist yarns and see what it does. And I love what it's doing. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And the next square is going to be even a little different, you know?
Yes.
And then I just have to decide what I'm going to join them with.
Right.
So I'm thinking a solid color, either a light pink or maybe this raspberry color that's popping up here or something like that. But I'm loving it.
How did I end up wrong here?
Uh-oh. Because it's the day to just be wrong.
I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm supposed to have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Oh, I see what I did. I went into the.
How far back did you mess up?
Not too far.
Not all the way back like me.
Yeah, no, I used the chain one from my starting thing. How sometimes when you're do a chain 1 before you start, it looks like a stitch and it's not a stitch.
Yeah. I just got cruising on the square ones yesterday.
Oh, yeah, those went really fast.
And I just kept going and made a whole bunch of them. I mean, I knew what the pattern was at that point. I was just like, made a whole
I did mine last weekend. So it's been a while since you know what I mean? And then I just did a puffy one. So I'm like, what the heck am I doing?
Well, see, that's me with the puffy one right now. I'm like, how do I make the puffy one again? That's why I did it wrong when I only did 1 in round 2 when you're supposed to do 2 in round 2.
Right.
I just don't remember the pattern at this point. And I looked at it on my phone, but I just, I thought I got overconfident and thought I knew what I was doing.
I wish it wasn't so windy right now. I'd like to take my car out and wash it before we go on our little date night tonight.
Oh.
It's dusty.
Well, what's Jeff doing?
He's probably taking a nap.
Oh, getting ready for date night.
Getting ready for date night, yep.
I mean, he went with Nate.
Just to go get gas.
And he's back.
I think he's back.
No, I don't know for sure.
No, I'm in the I'm in the west wing of the house.
We have wings.
He's in the other wing. He's in the north wing.
Dale is on the couch with a heating pad. I don't think he's doing very.
Moonrose Crafts says hello. Hello, Moonrose Crafts.
Oh, Moonrose is here.
And Mary Lou has a question for me. Mary Lou, I have an answer.
What's her question? Oh, she hasn't asked it.
No. Moonrose is from Calgary. And Jody's on Vancouver Island. So they are neighborly.
I don't know Canadian geography to know if they're close or not close.
They're not by us, Canada. How about that? They're Pacific Canadians.
They're what?
Pacific Canadians.
Oh, both of them?
Yeah.
Calgary and Vancouver are over by Washington.
We have not. No, that's Mary Lou's question is have we added on yet or are we still at twosome? We have not found a sister wife yet, Mary Lou, but we're still, we're still looking. Okay. I'm still looking. Wait, let me change that. Jeff's not looking for anything. I'm still looking. I'm the one who wants a sister wife.
God. Don't look my direction.
Jeff, well, you're taken. I gotta find somebody single. I gotta find someone single.
Yeah, because that would add a whole different element. That would add another.
That would be like swingers, wouldn't it?
Yes. That would be a whole different thing.
Yeah, that'd be a whole. Or it could be a commune.
Oh.
I'm not looking at it for the sexual aspect. It's more for the like help with around the house and multiple incomes and.
Yeah, but didn't you say that you'd be happy for somebody to take over some of those duties as well?
But companionship.
No, but take over some of the sexual.
Yeah, that'd be an added bonus. Yeah.
Oh goodness. I can't even imagine.
I can't either. I just joke. I just joke about it. It's just a funny.
My shoulder is killing me. You know how my shoulder was hurting and I went to physical therapy and all that?
Yes.
It's back.
Is it crocheter's shoulder?
No. I don't know what it is. It's really kind of in my arm. Like it's always been really in my arm. Like my bicep. It's a bicep issue. I know what it is. I don't even have to have anybody to tell me what it is. I know what it is.
Because you're so muscular. It's your huge muscles.
Mm-hmm. No, it's probably like I tore it or something.
Because you're so ripped. You're like Hans and Franz. Do you remember Hans and Franz from the 80s from Saturday Night Live?
I do remember them. I was like, but why do I remember them?
We're here to pump you up.
Yeah, okay.
I used to love Saturday Night Live when I was a kid. I think I only loved it so much because I knew it was a little bit risque, yes. And my dad would let me stay up and watch it on Saturday nights, and that was like a big deal. You know what I mean? Right. I think that's why I loved it.
Right.
But I did love like Eddie Murphy when he did Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
That's like when we were kids. Well, I wasn't a kid. I was like 12, 13 maybe. My sister then would have been like 10. So she was younger. But we lived with my grandma for a while in her itty bitty little house while our house was being built.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the front bedroom, and my grandma, her bed was in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister and I, we would like lay at the end of the bed so we could look out the door and see what grandma was watching on TV.
Oh, did grandma watch naughty stuff?
Well, it was a lot of drama soap opera things. You know what I mean? But yeah, we would like look around the corner, around the door casing to watch the TV.
I remember when I was a kid, I did that once, and I was I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I do remember we lived at our old house, and we moved from our old house when I was in 4th grade. So it was sometime before 4th grade. And my parents had friends over, and it was right when Poltergeist first came out.
Mm.
So early 80s, I'm thinking. And I remember they made me go to bed early so they could watch Poltergeist. And I remember I peeked out my door crack and watched it through the door crack. Well,
Were you scared?
I was terrified. Oh my goodness, I immediately regretted doing that.
Yeah.
I was absolutely terrified. That little girl, he's back. And oh my gosh.
I don't ever watch stuff like that, so I have no point of reference, but.
And then I couldn't like say that I was scared because then they would know that I had been bad.
Right.
You know? Because they told me go to bed, shut your door, don't look.
I also remember my grandma's, she had like a true crime magazine subscription and a true romance.
Ooh.
I was never into the true crime magazine, but boy,
but we know how you feel about the romance.
I gravitated towards her true romance magazines.
Yeah, we know how you feel about that.
Just short little stories, you know. I'm like, oh. And I don't think that they were like real smutty or anything. I just think they were, you know.
Mary Lou, I did know that. I knew that because my mother actually had a heart attack I'm trying to think how old she was when she was very young.
I should get a Canada map.
And we didn't realize, let me think, how old was she? I was 22. She was 37. My mom had a heart attack at 37 years old. And the doctor was telling us that, you know, women have much different signs of a heart attack than men do.
Mary Lou, I gotta say, Dale's good friend just called the other day, from the one that lives in Tennessee, and his wife had a heart attack.
Oh my goodness!
I know, his wife just had a heart attack.
Okay, not to make light of it, but it must be heart attack season.
I don't know.
Mary Lou, please don't take offense. I just being a smart ass.
I know. Yeah, I was like, wow. So, you know, what was the prognosis or what, you know, and they're like, they told her to take it easy. She's probably stressed. Okay.
John, you had a heart attack too? I didn't know that.
I didn't know she did either.
That's crazy.
You thought yours was a hernia.
That's interesting. I know I've got to make a doctor's appointment. I've been having, I usually have low blood pressure, right? So my blood pressure has been a little bit elevated the last few times I've been to the doctor/hospital. And I have had some severe swelling in my feet and ankles. And I am getting out of breath, like super duper, like I lay down and I get out of breath.
What?
Yes. Yes. If I lay down, I get out of breath. And so I feel like I need to go, like, maybe get checked out or something, because I don't want to. What's up?
Go get checked out.
I know. I think I need to.
As many times as you've been at the hospital and doctors and stuff,
Well, but that's what I'm saying is my blood pressure runs low generally. So for me, high blood pressure is just a little bit elevated for them, not alarmingly elevated. You know what I'm saying? But it's way elevated from my normal. And I didn't tell them about the other stuff.
Well, of course. Why would you do that?
Well, because that's not what I was there for.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Totally. It's a different part of my body, different arena. And then especially with my mom having a heart attack so young, I don't know. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but
It could.
I just want to make sure I'm healthy, you know.
Yes.
All right, I'm getting there, you guys.
Well, guess what? I'm getting somewhere.
This one looks like a 80s duck kitchen square.
An 80s duck kitchen.
Don't you remember that in the 80s everybody had the blue and rose colored duck wallpaper?
No.
You don't remember that trend?
No.
You don't?
No.
Oh, somebody please tell me they remember the blue ducks in the kitchens in the 80s.
Blue ducks. No.
Blue with rose color together. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
No, I don't remember that. I remember the 70s, brown avocado and what was the gold colors? As a matter
That
of
was
fact,
the 70s.
huh?
That was the 70s.
That's what I said. I remember
Oh.
the 70s colors.
70 or the 80s were like country blue and rose. I feel like, am I skipping a stitch there? I'm not, but it looks like I am.
So my duplex.
See, Moonrose knows about the duck theme.
I don't know about them.
Sean knows about it. White ducks with blue bows. Yeah, ducks with bows. It was a whole deal.
I'm older than you guys, remember?
But you still remember the 80s.
Yeah, but I was doing different things in the 80s and I don't know. Anyhow, my duplexes I lived in, because I lived in 2 duplexes right next to each other.
Yeah.
And those duplexes were definitely built in the 70s. And one house had green appliances.
Nice.
And the next house had the avocado appliances.
Ooh, nice.
Or did I say green and then avocado?
You said green, yeah.
I meant avocado, and then one had brown and one had the hideous gold. So
Nice.
I'm assuming the whole row of duplexes, you know, they just went and got X amount of green appliances, X amount of brown appliances, and then, you know.
I was looking, somebody posted on Facebook, it had a panel, it was a picture of this panel with all of these different linoleums from the 70s. And it was like, yep, I recognize that one. I've seen that one on a floor. I've seen that one on a floor.
Yeah. They matched the colors of appliances.
Yes, they did. Those.
If you had a green kitchen,
greens,
you probably had green specks in your linoleum.
Yep. Linoleum. Even
Isn't
the
that
word.
A funny word.
Even the word brings back memories.
Yep.
Makes me think
since I lived in 2 of them, I mean, I really knew, you know, I had firsthand experience with the.
Well, it makes me think though, because like the floor I picked out for this craft room, you know, is a fairly trendy floor right now.
Oh,
so it makes me think like in 20 years, am I going to look at this floor and say, oh my gosh, that's hideous. I can't believe I picked out that floor, you know?
What is the flooring?
It's like that Pergo that's like the grayish brown. You know what I mean? Here, hold on. I'll move my camera so you can see it. Never mind the drills on the floor. Whoops, I didn't show it. I showed there. Can you see the floor?
Yep.
I didn't mean to show you me. I'm wearing a wife beater tank top today. That was not a good idea to pan it my way. It's cold. It's hot, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
It's hot.
He was up and moving around. I don't know what the deal is.
Well, maybe he's feeling better.
I don't know. He took a shower.
That's what I got to do. But I want to go wash my car first.
I wanted to take a shower this morning, but we didn't have any power, so
Right. That shot that in the foot.
sure did. I will shower before I see you tomorrow, though. I promise.
If you, yeah, that would be nice if you wouldn't mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try not to be hungover.
Okay. Oh, I just
I'm gonna go test out my new implant.
Your new implant? You got an implant?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's supposed to for incontinence.
Okay. How does an implant make you?
It's called Bulkamed, and it's a bulking agent that they put in the neck of your bladder that like stops, is supposed to help stop with incontinence.
Does it just tighten up things?
Yes, and it makes it so your bladder can't prolapse down like mine was. He said he's doing where he used to do like surgery once a week for bladder slings. It's like a replacement for a bladder sling that's less invasive. He says he rarely even does bladder slings anymore because he does this bulking thing.
Bulk you up.
Bulk me up. Yep, I'm all bulked up.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, the yarn I'm using this Drops whoops, and then I just threw it. I'm using this Drops Saffron yarn. It's a sport weight 100% cotton. I get mine from a company called Linda Hobby, Linde.
I want to order some stuff from them, but you know what I want to order from them?
What?
I want to order yarn art jeans.
Oh, yes. Linda Hobby, they have very good prices, and they ship, even though they're overseas, they ship incredibly fast. Like, I get my stuff so fast from them. And they do have they do have free shipping if you order over a certain threshold too, which I enjoy. So I've got just multiple colors of that. Those are my colors of that. Whoops, and this brown of that. And then for my outside and for the white, I'm using a different yarn. I'm using Yarn Bee Bambootiful in the color plum and white.
I was just at Hobby Lobby the other day. And I was like, where's Bambootiful? I don't find any no Bambootiful.
Yours didn't have Bambootiful?
I finally found it. They don't have much, but it's
mine didn't have much either. Yeah, mine didn't have much either.
No, it was kind of a disappointing little.
Yeah, my Hobby Lobby is pretty disappointing anymore also for their yarn. Okay, so we're just doing it.
Well, I mean, they've got tons of some things, but not that one.
Right. Well, they used to have a bigger selection, I guess is what I mean. Yeah, they have tons of what I love this yarn. They have tons of
one more whole row.
They have tons of 4-weight acrylic, but they don't have a lot of, variety of different kinds like they used to.
Yeah, I mean, we had another row, a whole other.
Yeah, we went from 3 rows of yarn to like 1.5.
We have 3 now, but we had 4. I mean, sides, you know what I mean?
Yes. Right, sides. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to my Walmart. I rarely go to Walmart, but I needed buttons.
They don't have very many.
Tell me about it. I was so disappointed because, I watch Bag a Day, and she always talks on her projects of how she gets all these buttons at Walmart, and she shows these cool buttons. And so I thought, okay, Walmart's the place to go for buttons. I didn't even try Meijer. I thought I'll just go straight to Walmart. I had about 3 choices.
Because our Walmart did a reset. They're still in the middle of the reset. Well, not the middle. They're finishing their reset. And when they did their reset and they changed everything, They got rid of most of their buttons. They have just one little rack that has
Yep.
some buttons on it.
Ours was on like an end, like a almost near
Yep.
the end cap,
Yep.
and it was just like one little
Yep.
thing of buttons, and most of them were like novelty buttons, like Disney buttons and
Uh-huh.
princesses buttons.
Yeah. So, every time I was going to Joann's, I was looking at their buttons. I have gotten quite a few buttons at Joann's on their going out of business stuff.
Well,
There. I have finished one square. Aren't you proud of me?
I am on the last row of my second square.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
I didn't have to. I've really done this twice. Okay, I've done two.
Yes, you have done 2 squares.
I've done
Technically,
2
you're ahead
squares.
of me.
Just wrong.
Technically, you are ahead of. Well, no, because I started on a 3rd square too.
Right. I'm just like, Lord, if I would have done it right the first time, I would have 2 done.
Oh
Oh well.
well.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right. I suppose we're like, it's 3:40. I guess we're.
Is it really? Holy guacamole.
Let you go wash your car. And
Yep,
get-
I'm going to finish this square. Then I'm going to go wash my car and get ready for my hot date.
There you go. Hot date. And I'm going to go see if my husband needs to go to the emergency room or something.
Oh, gosh. I hope not. Is his hand okay? Did his hand get infected or anything?
No, his hand is doing fine. It's healing up nicely. It's going to leave one amazing scar. It's going to be an amazing scar, let me tell you.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody next week.
Yep, we will. Oh, and then you and I are going to chat for just a second.
Yep, we'll chat for a sec.
Fabricland. We do not have a Fabricland. Oh, you're in Canada.
Yeah, I don't even
We
know
don't
what
have
that
it
is.
like that. Anyhow, and Michael's is no good.
No, Michael's is no good. So I don't know. I mean, we're just left with online shopping, I guess, these days.
Well, Hobby Lobby has buttons, though.
Do they? I haven't gone out there, but it's so darn far away for me.
They have more than
More than Walmart.
sure, but not as many as Joann's had.
Exactly.
Anyhow. All right,
All
we'll
right.
see you guys next time, and maybe
All right, bye,
next week
everyone.
we'll put together panels.
Yes, that sounds like a good goal.
Okay.
All right.
All right. See you
Bye.
guys later.